Have you ever heard of the Cupcake Man? And by the Cupcake Man, I mean EDP 445. You know, the guy who wanted to meet up with a 13-year-old girl for sex and got caught red-handed, but in the worst way possible? The guy who used to be an idol to 2 million people who subscribed to him because of the fact that he speaks his mind and was an alright guy? Yeah, that guy. I actually used to like him before he got caught and outed as a pedophile. He was a fun guy who talked about whatever. He loved sports and was a massive lover of guns despite being in California. And his rants, especially porn-related ones, never failed to bring a smile on my face. But alas, the guy just wanted to throw away his life for a 13-year-old girl and a cupcake. He later got banned from YouTube and so many other platforms, even obscure ones. Everyone managed to find this guy where he worked and constantly got him out of a job. He's unfortunately not in jail. Just when we thought we'd never see him on YouTube again, the fucker came back with a brand new burner account with around 3K subs. Even worse, a lot of people surprisingly welcomed his comeback. To the people who still support him, I say, even though it's hard to let go of a talented and funny creator, you'll have to, as what he did was unforgivable. Keep in mind that this is coming from a person who actually loved EDP at one time, but a lot of you have to move on, and you need to consider the severity of the situation and what he did. Anyways, you may be asking why I'm on this topic. Well, it was originally Irenzi's idea, so I guess I'll give her the spotlight.
I will be fully transparent in saying that I do not believe EDP deserves a chance in the YouTube spotlight after his actions. He's made no open effort to improve or recover from his actions. That being said, I do understand why some would forgive him. Fans are fans, and it's very easy to deny something's happened or downplay it, then accept it, push the problem away, and move on. EDP has tried to return to the public spotlight in a multitude of ways, most of them failing. This might just eventually become another failure on the part of EDP. The internet rightfully jumped on both the predator poachers who outed EDP as well as EDP himself. EDP became an internet meme for his actions, becoming the cupcake eater of the web. From the edgy Eagles fan to a poached predator, EDP is truly a sight to behold in an age of digital cancel culture.
You are watching Marine Safe.
My final thoughts is that even though I loved EDP at one point, I, unlike most fans, actually know when to let go of a person, especially if they refuse to improve. I always cut ties or leave people like that, as sad as that may be. The tale of EDP 445 is a tragedy. He lost his mother, his father never really accepted him, he found love but he lost it due to his own flaws. His favorite team always got the hard wash. He had a huge following and just lost it in an instant. His life is falling apart, even with Felipe still supporting him. Though the saddest and scariest part of it is when he broke everyone's trust, especially looking back at how he handled children and animals, kissing them, constantly being around them, and even worse, actually seeming like a guy that you could actually trust due to being well-liked. The entire ordeal, looking back at it, was one of the most tragic tales in YouTube history. Especially if you take into consideration that he was nervously eating a lot before he got caught, referring to his mukbang videos. The worst part about going back and watching his videos is how you'll see his behavior patterns that you didn't see before, and it makes you wonder, could I have done things differently to prevent what happened? Anyways, those are pretty much all of my concluding thoughts. Anything else you want to say before we end the video?
Personally, my final thoughts are that EDP is a controversial creator of a bygone era in YouTube's personality tree. He was one of the edgier creators, saying and doing many things that would not fly by today's standards. He's lost most of his lifeline, his job, his fame, attention, etc. The places he lived in were notified of him. Even if he never lost his freedom, Escaping jail time due to the poor handling of the situation by the predator poachers, he did lose everything else that he had. Although he was loved, he always was flawed. He got away with pedophilic jokes and previous accusations of his behavior towards minors. The trust he earned was never deserved, with a lot of his actions being disreputable. EDP was a broken man, a man who never should have gotten a chance in the spotlight. That's all.